So yeah, for anyone who's watching my point of view, this is Ayaron. Hello, sir.
Ah, hello.
One
Now
of
I
the
know
few
that,
new people on the server.
and now I know that you're recording. I've just started.
Oh, I figured you were already.
No, no. I don't record unless people know I'm recording.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, I was just doing some stuff on the server because I hadn't in a long time, and Ayaron joined up, so figured we
Hmm?
might as well record a little bit together.
Yeah, yeah. We were just talking about his Don't Starve series and
hmm
style of games in general, really.
Yeah, and now that you've started watching my videos, I should return the favor and watch a lot of yours. I've seen your new KoST videos, but that's
Hmm.
about it. And actually,
Well,
when I was just recording, I was talking about what you and Proxy were up to and how hilarious and awesome that was.
yeah, that was fun.
Oh, and apparently Ryan Fry is stripping on a Skype call. Oh dear.
What does that mean?
Taking his clothes off, I assume.
What?
Why
I have
why
no.
is your pressure plate not working for me? That's so
Where are you?
weird. I can open the thing.
You're invisible.
I'm invisible?
Yeah,
Oh dear, I'm having
I,
issues.
I could see the gate opening and closing, but I can't see you. I had
What
no
the
idea you were
heck?
here.
Well,
That's why I was.
why could I interact with the gate and not with the pressure plate? That's really odd.
Well, it's like the other day I was when I was my first day on here when I was with
hmm
Tiny, we were finding that creepers were reacting to us and blowing up, and yet we were both invisible to each other.
Weird. Well, let me relog real quick and see if I can fix this ghost issue. That's
Hmm.
very odd. So what have you been up to so far on the server besides, starting a ruckus and fighting the fuzz and all that?
I've mainly just been hollowing out my basement back there.
Okay. Should we go take a look at that?
Yeah,
I
sure.
was down
If you're
there
back.
earlier for dropping off a little bit of a welcoming present, but
Yep, yep.
you
I
should show
recorded
me what.
myself opening that.
Oh, awesome. You
Did
should explain
you
what you
drop down
have.
already?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
I knew how to do it from watching your video. The first
Hello.
time I started coming down the long way, and then I was like, wait, can't I just drop down? So, what plans do you have for the place down here? This is pretty awesome.
Okay, well, my plan is up on the surface. I was just telling my viewers this. I want to build a recreation of my lighthouse that I've got in my single player world.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a nice design. You know, you actually get like a proper rotating light going round and round using redstone lamps.
Oh, nice. Do you have like a minecart behind there or something like that?
No, 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 no. It's pure. It's pure redstone,
Pure
so it
redstone.
doesn't lag
Okay.
too much. And now I can use a daylight sensor to make it kick in automatically every night.
Nice.
But I want it to be nice and visible from people's properties, but I don't want my building to be too large and obnoxious. So what I came up with is I'm going to make a double helix
Ooh.
that's going to be nice and tall, and then I'm also going to put a water slide and a minecart track so you can ride them down,
Nice.
and eventually it's going to come all the way down to bedrock.
Oh man.
So
You-
the double helix will actually spiral all the way down.
Jeez, you're probably gonna put more work in the spawn area than anybody else.
Well, it's going to take a long time to dig all this out, but
Yeah, no kidding.
obviously, you know, anyone can help me dig this out because you know these walls here are to the edges of my plot, so
Oh, okay.
you know, so
So you
anyone
want
can just
everything from here and above to be completely dug out?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I've started on the second floor here already.
Okay.
If you if
Well,
you
I
go
would
up,
definitely be willing to help sometime. I've lost my really good work pick, like my efficiency 5 unbreaking 4. I have no idea what happened to it, so I'm going to work on getting another one.
Mm.
But once I have that, I'd be more than happy to help out a little bit.
Each floor is essentially how far up you can dig standing on these half slabs,
Oh, smart. And then you just lay it down another row of
and
half
then
slabs.
yeah, and then the next row of half slabs goes right up there.
Looks like you had a really nice pocket of gravel over here or something. Goes up pretty
Yes,
high.
yes, yeah. And the advantage of there already being half slabs on the floor is that the gravel breaks
Oh, yeah,
automatically
never
when it
thought
hits
of
the
that.
ground, so
Very cool.
that can
So
speed
you've got a little bit of
speed
work
that stuff up.
cut out for you.
Well, it's what I call donkey work. It's just mindless digging.
Yeah, very true.
It's a good thing to do if I just want to sit back and watch people's YouTube videos.
Oh, yep.
So I've got like a second monitor. So I just sort of my watch later list tends to run on the second monitor, and I can just be digging and working and grinding and doing stuff
Nice.
like that.
I really need to get me a second monitor. My first monitor is kind of crap as it is. It's
Mm.
barely an upgrade from CRT. So I've definitely gotta get in the game with that. I assume second monitor is really nice.
Well, I actually have three.
Rub it in.
Well, it's just I never threw out a monitor, so
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, if there's
so
nothing wrong with them, right?
and I've often had friends who are like saying, "Well, one of them I got from a friend. He bought himself a new monitor. He didn't want the old one anymore,
Oh,
and it's perfectly okay as a second monitor." So,
right. Very cool. Are you into first-person shooters much? Like, do you use a setup for that?
do you mean actually using it as a wraparound vision?
Yeah, I've seen people
Um,
with like battle stations like that.
Yeah, I do like first-person shooters. I've never tried playing with the proper wraparound vision. I
Okay.
tried. There's a photograph on my YouTube page which shows I tried Minecraft as a wraparound. Basically,
Huh.
you just get the window and stretch it sideways, but it didn't quite marry up properly, and it was making me a little bit seasick.
Well, it's
Which is
worth a
strange
shot at
because
least, right?
yeah. So it would be interesting to try it with an actual game which is actually programmed to use the multiple monitors, so it can actually take into account the gap between the monitors and different heights they might be at, and so on.
A coworker of mine was telling me about some type of software that will actually help streamline that, and I think it needs to be specifically supported by your graphics card in whatever game you're playing. I'm blanking on the name of it right now, but he showed me some videos, and it was pretty amazing. Like you get a much better field of vision than other people would. And I could see how that'd be really a leg up if you're playing Call of Duty or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not really into PvP first-person shooters. I just don't
Ah,
have.
okay.
I just don't have the killer instinct. I love co-op.
Yes,
Like
I'm definitely with you on that one.
I was doing a Rainbow Six Las Vegas 2
Yes.
with Billy on my channel. We need to get back to that at some point.
I love that game. I haven't played it in forever, but when I was in college, my freshman roommate and I, that was like the one thing we bonded over was Rainbow Six. Oh, it was so much fun. We probably should
think
have
I
studied
played-
more, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think I've played nearly all the Rainbow Six games dating back to the very first one.
Nice. I
That's
think I played that, the first one, and then Vegas 2, like you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. The first one, you used to spend all your time just planning the missions out.
Yep. Took a while. It's crazy how much those kind of games have evolved over just the course of a few years. You know, when you look back at the original Rainbow Six game and then what it's come to recently, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on the multiplayer PvP stuff because it's one of those things where if you don't put a lot of time into it, you're not going to stand a chance, really.
Well, there's also the fact that if I'm playing PvP and I'm having a really good day, it's because other players are having a really sucky day.
True.
And I just don't have that killer instinct. I want everyone to enjoy themselves.
I suppose. Well, it's a game, right? You're supposed to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I do go and visit a friend and we're playing some Call of Duty or something online, and I'm just getting my butt handed to me, I know there's just like 12-year-olds on the other side of the screen that are spending 10 hours a day playing this game, and I have no
Yeah.
chance.
Well, also, as we age, our reflexes slow down.
Yeah, let's not go there. It's true though. I don't have it like I used to. I'm so old. I used to love Halo, and I was quite a good sniper with that. But then I don't think those skills really translate into the games they have nowadays.
Well, I tried playing a first-person shooter. I think it was Call of Duty or something like that with an Xbox controller,
Okay.
and I could not do it.
Really?
Could not do it. I need a mouse. I can't play a first-person game using that little wiggly joystick thing. It's just not a hope.
I haven't really done much PC gaming wise. Like I've always had a pretty underpowered PC, so I've usually used consoles, and it's just now that I'm starting to actually get into PC gaming a little bit more. So I really haven't gotten used to that because I used to be pretty good.
It can cost a bit, but in general, I find the games are cheaper because you can find a larger catalog of older games online, nice and cheap. And the cost of upgrading your PC, some people will, like every 3 or 4 years, they will buy a brand new console.
Right.
If you just upgrade your PC every 3 or 4 years, it costs about the same.
And what I'm realizing now is like the initial cost may be more for a really good PC, but you can use it for so much more than movies and games too. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a computer. You can do pretty much everything on it. So I'm starting to realize that consoles are kind of a crapshoot for your money because they
Yeah.
do get outdated pretty quickly, and you can't upgrade them.
hmm
So yeah,
especially now. I mean, Steam have got like this, what they call the big picture interface now,
I haven't tried that out
whereby
yet.
if you've got your PC hooked up to a television, which via HDMI cable these days is real easy,
Right.
you can actually, sit back and play your games with your controller.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
if your PC is in your living room or where your telly is, for your more console style games, you can just sit back and do it.
Very true.
And Steam are even going so far as to bring out a Steam box, which will be essentially a cut down gaming PC,
Wow.
which is designed to just run Steam.
Very cool. It's neat how the crossover is kind of happening between gaming and just general entertainment. It seems like there's a lot of combination going on, and there's really not much of a separation anymore. Gaming is a pretty big deal now. I mean, when huge budget games are like basically have the budget of movies and stuff like that, it's a big deal. So what other kind of stuff do you like to play? I found myself mostly doing just the stuff I play for my channel, and I don't really have a lot of time outside of that. But what kind of stuff do you get into?
Yeah. I find that I'm doing that. I mean, I've got a job.
Yeah, those always get in the way.
I also, unfortunately, my health isn't as best as it could be.
Oh.
So so my energy levels can sometimes fail me. So the time I've got to play computer stuff, Cobble goes up here, by the way.
Okay. How about Smoothstone? I've got a silk
In
touch
this
right
one
now.
here.
Okay.
That'll save me having to cook it up later. That'll
Yeah,
be
no
good.
kidding.
So most of the gaming I do is for recording on the channel. So I'm waiting. I used to play a lot of Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, really?
I'm waiting for the campaign mode to come out. If any of my viewers listening were thinking, am I ever going to play that again? I was finding the lack of direction. It's like, it's all very well and good just making your spaceships going and exploring and so on. But I really wanted more of a direction to the game. So I'm waiting for career mode, the campaign mode, to come out, whereby you actually have to do research and have budgets and
Ah. No,
and actually.
I've only seen a little bit of that game from some other YouTubers, and to me, it doesn't seem all that interesting. But is it more fun to actually play it yourself? Or is
You
it
have
just
to
that
like
type of
space
game?
stuff.
Okay.
And learning, about orbital mechanics. The fact that now if you stuck me in this space shuttle, I would at least know how, I was meant to burn in order to do various maneuvers and so on. It's pretty
Gotcha.
cool.
So it's fairly realistic, then you'd say?
Yes, yeah, it's
Okay.
based on an actual physics model. I mean, the Kerbal planet is, I think it's a third the size of Earth, so gravity's a little lower. It's a little easier to get into space and so on.
Okay.
They haven't added re-entry heating yet, but it is proper orbital mechanics.
Okay.
And
In that case, I could see getting into that a little bit more.
And you basically get all the components for your rockets, and you build and design your rockets however you want. So.
Okay, maybe I didn't give it enough credit. That does sound kind of cool.
Well, I would recommend watching my Let's Play.
I just may do that. I tend to
show
be
me
more
your
of a
base?
sci-fi kind of space person and not really the realistic space, but I could see that being interesting.
Yeah, I loved Elite back in the day.
What was that?
The original Elite, the
I'm not
computer game.
familiar with that.
It's the original space trading combat game.
Oh, cool.
I mean, all the ones like X Final Frontier or Wing Commander Privateer, or even games like what's that one? That massive multiplayer one where everyone's in the same universe and it's all to do with trading and stuff.
I don't know. That's kind of out of my wheelhouse.
Eve Online.
Okay.
All those games probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Elite.
Oh, wow. That's like a whole genre of games I'm just not aware of, apparently.
Well, if you like your sci-fi spaceships and stuff, I mean, your space trading combat games are pretty good. I mean, most of them follow the same thing in that you start off with a pretty crappy trader with just like a single laser, and then you buy and sell goods, and you try and upgrade your ship, and you can become a pirate or go on missions or just be a trader or.
Dang, I've been missing out. That sounds kind of cool, actually.
you want to show me your base?
Oh, we can. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to see, but I can show you around a little bit. Oh yeah, this is Silva Logs. Derp. Oh, one thing I was going to ask you. I
Yeah.
was wondering if I could join you and Proxy in your band of degenerates and general
I think we're
ruckus-inducing
recruiting.
people.
I mean, you are an elder god,
Very
one of the
true.
unspeakable ones. I mean, when it comes to being part of the underground, you're sort of the king.
I was supposed so. More underwater, but I'll take underground too. Because I was talking, or I was trying to talk to the Cirque because he's from my state, and I was going to give him a chance to see if he wanted to team up and be Fuzz and whatnot. But he's kind of giving me the cold shoulder, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just swing the other way and stick it to the man a little bit with you guys.
Hmm.
It could be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Plus, I've kind of run out of things to do on the server since I'm pretty much set up already, and I'm not much of a builder, so I could use a little bit of trouble.
Well, once I finish my base there, I plan on making another base out in the distance
Oh, yes.
somewhere.
You might have to do that originally just to get enough resources for the kind of stuff you want to do.
That is that was my thought, that if I just hollow out that 30 by 30 square.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get enough just straight building resources, I'm sure, but...
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to use for material, do you think? Is it going to be like stone bricks and stuff?
I was
or-
thinking sandstone because
Oh.
I thought it would be a nice color. It doesn't burn.
You could just
it's
take down
relatively-
Mogully's place here then and get a lot of his sandstone. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
I think he might.
So here's my little spawn place I haven't really touched in a long time.
Oh, this is the Tudor house.
The what?
The Tudor house.
Oh, I thought you said cheater house.
No, Tudor. Tudor.
Oh, yes,
O-R.
yes.
Tudor.
I
Where have you
suppose,
gone?
yeah, that's what I was going for. I saw a couple pictures on Reddit and stuff. I'm like, I've always really enjoyed this style of house. So I thought, you know what? This is Minecraft. I can make whatever the heck I want to. Let's go ahead and try it out.
That's nice.
It's decent, I hope. And one thing I want to do is, because I'm Cthulhu and I'm sort of creepy in character, I want to like build up to the height limit and block off the sun, and then kind of like put some cobwebs up and just make it creepy and stuff like that. It'll give me
Yeah,
something to do.
So when you're here in your plot, it'll always be shady and
Exactly.
full of mobs.
And just look foreboding. I might have like a little bit of light just to keep the spawning down, but yeah, it could be kind of fun. Yeah, I haven't really done anything on the inside. A little creeper.
Be careful
decided
with
to-
the fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah,
My
one time
f-
Mogully was chatting with me. He's like, I'm just going to install a fireplace in your wooden house. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He was
First
trolling me.
multiplayer we ever did. I spent ages making a house with nice
Oh.
walls and everything. And because I wanted the walls to be different colors, they were all made of wool.
Hmm.
And then I put a fireplace in it, and I thought I understood how fire spread works.
I never understand it. Once I figure it out, they change it, and then I'm just
Yeah.
screwed. Yeah. There's really not much down there. When I first joined the server, I made a little dirt shack, and I lived in there for a while, and this was the basement I had, and
Yeah.
just kind of left it as is. So not much to see here. I should probably spruce it up a little bit, but I never get around to it.
Some furniture, perhaps.
Yes, I definitely need to do that.
A library up here, perhaps, with an enchanting area and...
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm not sure if anybody has like a full enchanting setup here at spawn, so that might be something nice to do. Something that people can use. I assume you've already gotten a full-on tour and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good.
Tiny gave me that my first day on, so...
Cool. Would you like to see my actual base
Yeah, sure.
through the spawn hub? Have you started digging another tunnel or anything like that?
I haven't, no, yet. I have to scout out where my base is going to be first.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot of options nearby because we have a decent number of people now, and there have been a lot of previous members too that have dug out in one way or another. So
PMS Proxy was telling me that not many people have gone south, so...
true, south, and I think maybe north might not be the worst option either. But yeah, you're probably gonna run into random stuff as you're digging through and trying to find new places. So my place is a little messy with quartz right now because I got gifted a ton of quartz by some people, and when I was placing it down and starting to use fortune picks on it, I realized that my good fortune pick is gone. So I'm kind of in between right now. I guess I could silk touch it up. But apparently Tiny, quote-unquote, borrowed my good fortune pick and then died in the Nether with it, and then Wogscraft helped rescue all the stuff. So now Wogs has it somewhere, but he's on Australian time, so I almost never see him. So it'll be interesting getting that back.
Mm-hmm. No, for where my base wants to be, what I'm actually interested in is what it's like in the Nether there. Because what I want is, do you know of any lava oceans in the Nether, like an ocean so large where you can't see the edges at all?
I haven't spent a ton of time in the Nether, so even if I have seen one like that, I couldn't tell you where exactly.
So your base is entirely underground, I see.
Yes. I initially wanted to go for a really cool underwater base that you could kind of like see a dome from the surface of the water, and then I realized my building skills aren't very good. So it's mostly just an underground.
Tunnel.
Oh, yep. I got bored.
I like the spiral.
Thank you. It's supposed to be like a descent into madness or something like that, but I haven't quite finished it up yet. I think I want to put some obsidian and maybe another type of material in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is my quartz that I'm halfway through right now.
Yeah, I don't have a fortune pick, so I can't help.
Oh, that's fine. I'll get one back eventually. Storage room. I was goofing around with the hoppers when they first came out, and I haven't fixed that up yet.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this ravine right underneath, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I just decided to glass it over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice floor feature.
Yeah, exactly. Something to freak you out.
I didn't realize you could put frames directly on the chest.
Yes, shift click. It made me so happy when they added that in.
I have to remember that because I'm eventually going to be redesigning my storage in my single player.
Nice. What I should do is start working with the trapped chests too, so I can get the storage even tighter together.
Yeah, I've never actually made one of those.
Neither have I. I think it's a chest with like a tripwire in the middle or something like that. I don't even know exactly. But I'm a little bit colorblind, so I cannot tell the difference between the two chests. And I'm playing Inferno Mines right now, which is one of those super hostile maps, and sometimes there's trapped chests, and I have no idea which is which, so I always have to get proxy to find out for me. Back here is a double... What the... Okay, this is from Ryder Tyler. Back here is a double cave spider spawner that I eventually want to turn into a grinder, because I'm pretty sure... I mean, this is my storage room right back here. I'm pretty sure if I'm spending time in there, then they'll both be within range. But there's a chest in here. What the heck? I gotta go figure out what this is. But I've got it lit up now, so I can turn it on and off. But that's about as
I've
far as
never
I've
found
gotten.
a double one.
Ooh, it's a diamond.
These are nicely positioned.
Yeah.
Nice, easy water streams for them.
No kidding. So I may work on this.
Reduced your spawn rate slightly because you've only gone 2 in this direction.
Oh, I guess I could push that out, couldn't I?
They should go at least... Well, the spawning officially, it's 3 in 2 of the directions and 4 away in the other 2 directions. But I always forget which is which, so I just go 3 by 3. So
That's a
3
good
out
idea.
from it.
I do need to talk to Proxy about this, because she's just recently set up a grinder just like this, and she got really, really into it and did a really good job of it. So if I ever feel like
I don't have any ender pearls.
Well, you're out of luck then, aren't you, buddy?
I'll just break these.
yeah, just break the spawners, sure, no problem. Oh, there's another shack down here.
Do you have you've got a thingy, a nether star?
Oh yes, I have a couple
beacon.
beacons. Yeah, I've got speed and haste right now. I have one more beacon that I haven't installed yet.
I thought I was moving a bit quick.
The thing I've realized about beacons is most of the effects that are useful are not really useful when you're in your own base. I mean, I'm rarely going to use haste because I don't really have to do any digging anymore. Speed is okay, but like regen and all that stuff doesn't really do you much good. You kind of need it out in the wild or something like that.
Jump would be useful.
True, I could play around with that.
Just help you get around and so on.
It would be kind of fun to make a base that you have to have the jump boost to be able to get around in. Might be kind
but of course, anyone who goes to your base, or you could make it so there's like a secret switch by the entrance which turns the beacon on or off.
I like that. Yeah, you could just place or replace one of those iron blocks, right, to turn it on or off. Oh, I like that.
I think you can just piston it in and so on.
Well, if you're not going to use that idea, I might. If I ever build something else.
Nice haul.
Thank you. Yeah, so
I like the. Oh, I like that. It's like they're hanging on chains.
That's what I was going for. Yeah. So up above here,
Fraser?
above the ceiling is the ocean, and I was thinking maybe like punching a hole in it and having glass there to make it kind of look a little ruined or something like that, but I haven't quite gotten there
Mm.
yet.
I like the water though dripping from the ceiling. It's
Oh,
a
I
nice
have that disabled usually, so
it's a nice
I don't
additional
catch it.
effect.
Yes,
It's
this is
like,
my deep hall,
this
is
is
what
all
it's supposed to
dank
be.
and so on.
Exactly. And up above here, it's supposed to be a moose head. I had seen a picture of it on Reddit, and because of this fire spread we're talking about, if I have stairs there, they always burn. So I think I
Mm.
need to set my fire in a little bit more, but that's just kind of a placeholder.
Or
But
put the moose head slightly taller.
yeah, I could do that too, I suppose. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I've done around here. I do have mining way down further there, but that's not too terribly interesting. And I found out that this actually is not very far away from spawn. It's not nearly as far out as I meant to go, but it's not a big deal. Not too many other people around.
Mm.
So that's your little tour.
Thanks. It's nice.
Why, thank you. I definitely need to find a new building project. I might want to do some kind of flying ship, even though everybody and their brother has made one of those. I do find them pretty cool. Maybe when Tiny finishes the
What
sky area, I should build
what
something
style of
there.
ship?
I don't know. I really like the steampunk style, so I might try something
Mm.
like that.
Well, you could yeah, I mean, you could like either have one moored up against his floating island, or one that's heading to it, or something.
True. That could be cool. Something you have to ender pearl to get to, or something like that.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun because I need to expand my building chops because this is about as interesting as I've gotten with my builds in the past, and it's still
Yeah.
fairly plain. So I need to practice more.
Do you have any plans for the hoppers, or were you just
I
experimenting?
was just goofing around with it when it first came out. I want to do something at the ender where you can dump your extra pearls into a chest and it'll just like spit them out into the void to get rid of them. Because
Hmm.
otherwise that place gets really just jam-packed full of pearls.
That's easy enough to do.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a good starting thing. I just have to get some kind of tick going to continually activate the
No.
hopper.
You can just you get a you can actually have a, comparator coming out of your dropper,
Oh yeah.
which then cycles its redstone signal back both to the dropper and to the side of the comparator.
Oh, that's
And
perfect.
that means whenever there's anything in the dropper, it will tick on and off.
Oh, that's perfect. I
So
haven't read up on the comparators at all, so I had no
I
idea.
I did that in when I was making my auto furnace in my single let's play,
That's another thing that'd be
because
fun.
I wanted my input chests to be at ground level, but they had to transport the fuel all the way up to where the to drop down into the hoppers and so on.
Right.
So I used this sort of circular thing
Oh, that's perfect.
to do
Okay,
that. And that way it doesn't tick unless there's something actually there to dump.
wow. So they were really thinking about that kind of stuff ahead of time. I
Mm.
appreciate that. Thanks, Mojang. Yeah, I need to do something with redstone. It's cool, and I really haven't utilized it very much. So that gives me some good ideas, definitely. Let's see. I assume you've seen the Ender and all that already.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I've been shown all that stuff. So
Very cool. Alrighty. Let's see. What do you and Proxy have any plans for causing trouble on the server?
we didn't really come up with much concrete yet. We know that we need to make a new secret base, seeing as her stash was discovered.
Very true. I thought that was so hilarious. That's a great way to. Oops,
Oh,
my bad.
and
That's a
I'm
great
going
way to
back
start
down
up
again.
the server is getting some good pranks going. Some clever pranks too, because up until now, most of the pranks involve putting a lot of X block type in someone's base. Which
That isn't a prank.
No.
That's griefing.
it gets a little old, yeah. I logged in one time and my base was completely full of crafting tables, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, at least it's non-destructive, but
Right.
you
Yeah,
know,
destructive
if it's not
pranks
going to
are-
raise a,
Hmm?
it should raise a chuckle,
Exactly.
and not just exasperation.
Which is something that we've been lacking on the server, I think. So, yeah, some clever pranks are more than welcome. Yeah, destructive pranks are strictly forbidden and will result in bans. So thankfully we haven't had any of that yet. So let's see, I have yet to actually hang out with the Cirque at all, And we also have Nina or Nina on the server as well, I believe, but I don't think she's done anything just yet.
Mm.
But I definitely need to get to know some of the new people because I have been kind of absent lately. I'm just going to check out Tiny's little sky area, see if he's gotten much more work done on it. I think he's focusing on his castle hotel area right now.
Yeah,
But
well,
what?
I don't know. I mean, whenever he's been on recently, he's been dying a lot from falling. So,
Oh, that's not just recently, trust me. I think he gets distracted easily and forgets about the shift key, and he just never has good equipment on him
I
in
fall
general.
off things all the time. I
I'm
should
fairly...
donate dirt to him. I've got quite a bit of
Oh,
dirt,
yeah, I
and
suppose.
because my shovel is silk touch, a lot of it is actually grass blocks. So
Oh, nice. That saves a little bit of time. Nah, I'm not going to bother lighting all this up. There's so much to do here. Yeah, he's
I
got...
can see why he's making this only one thick, but
Oh, yeah.
it does mean a single creeper goes off and it just blasts the hole straight in.
Well, in the first couple times I came up here to visit, he had almost nothing lit up, so there were just more creepers than you could imagine. I was just like,
Is
I'm not going to hang around here.
is this being built mainly over an ocean?
Yes, it's right off
That's
of
good.
spawn almost. I think if you're over by where the portal is, you can see the spawn area. But yeah, mostly ocean. There was one island that I guess he kept falling on and dying on, so I think he kind of shaved the top off of it. Why can I not see spawn? Is my render distance not set correctly? I'm on far. I can usually see it from here. Weird.
It's
I don't know.
slowly loading up for me.
Maybe try my little F3A thing to force it loading. I don't know. Not important. But yeah, I think this is going to be really cool. I should probably help out with this a little bit more.
Does he have like a materials chest somewhere here?
The only chest I know of is back by the portal here.
Mm.
Yeah, I donated a decent amount of grass, or not grass, of dirt to him at one point. Yeah, it looks like a lot of it's still here. Because I had been working on that, the end area, trying to grass everything over and whatnot, and I had a lot left over. But yeah.
So you were the one responsible for that.
Yes. It was
There's a lot of landscaping work there.
it was a work of passion though, because I find the end to be very bland and boring, so I wanted to spruce it up a little bit.
Mm.
The most of the work was in trying to get everything lit up to prevent the Enderman from spawning and ruining everything.
Yeah.
I've managed to find this really cool mod that would show you what the light level is on each block. So I was able to walk around and look for all the light level 7 blocks and, torch them up and stuff, which is extremely helpful.
Is that like a visual thing that you can actually see at a distance what the light levels are?
At a decent distance. It didn't go out very far.
Mm.
But yeah, you just
I mean,
see like
because
a green 8 or a red 7 or something. It's
Okay.
really nice.
Because you can see the block level with F3, but to be able to see it at a distance is useful.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, is just walking around with the F3 on, which is really annoying and not all that efficient. So the mod really helped out with that.
Mm.
Well, you know what? Once I get a really nice pick, I'm going to go over to your base, and I'm going to be digging like nobody's business.
Well, fair enough. If you could just dump any resources you find in one of my chests,
Oh, absolutely.
then
Unless I
I'd be
find
very
diamonds,
grateful
I'm
for the
keeping
help.
those. No, just kidding. Yeah, I'm probably going to head out and get some lunch, because it's about that time here where I am.
Mm.
What time is it for you right now? You're over in the Britain area, aren't you?
Yep. I'm in the Britain area. It's 8:15, so
Okay.
I'll be around a bit longer. I've got to try and get to bed at a reasonable time today.
It's not a terrible time difference. I know if I want to do anything with Logscraft, he's 13 hours ahead of me, so it's almost impossible. It has to be like
Okay,
early morning for me at some point.
So where are you based? What
I am
area?
in the United States, the Midwest United States.
Okay.
So
So
Central
you're
Time, as we
currently-
call it.
Are you 7 hours behind?
Let's see if it's about 2:15 for me.
Because you've not gone to British summertime yet, have you?
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it wouldn't be British summertime.
Yeah, we
Summertime,
have
you know,
daylight savings time and stuff like that.
That's the one.
Yeah, we've switched already.
Oh, okay. So you're 6 hours difference now.
Yes, if it's 2:15 for me and you said it's 8 something for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're 6 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Not too terrible.
Nope.
British
But
summertime though.
I mean, PMS Proxy did invite me to maybe join you both on your next adventure map type thing.
Oh, that could be cool. A
So
wild
it-
Ryan Fry appears.
So it would have to be, we'd have to sort of start about 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah, true. Because I don't get back from work until usually around 5:30 my time, which would be kind of late for you. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it might have to be on weekends or something only.
Very true. But that'd be fun though. The more the merrier. Does Ryan have like a cow skin? What's going on
I
here?
don't know. He's wearing armor.
I'm just gonna say hi to him.
Have you noticed the propensity for Minecraft players to randomly and mindlessly jump on top of things when they're bored?
I have noticed that and participated in that.
It's like I'm watching someone's Let's Play and they're just sort of talking to the audience, and they spend all their time just doing this.
It's one of those mindless things like mining that you can do while you're trying to talk about something.
I try and break myself of the habit and just treat my point of view, as a camera.
It's something you
So
really
I
have to
look
stay
at something
mindful of.
interesting and then I'll just keep it nice and steady while I talk.
Ah. Oh, it's raining melon. Thank you, Ryan. Have some meat. All right, well, I'm going to go head out, but hey, it's been fun hanging out.
Yeah,
and
sure,
I hope to
thanks.
see much more of you in the future. Maybe we can, cause some trouble on the server at one point.
Yeah, I think I'll make us.
What are you going to make?
I'm just saying that I think I'll make a little more progress on my double helix.
Oh, yes, you have a lot of work ahead of you. If you ever need any materials besides, the stuff you dig up, feel free to let me know. I've got plenty around that I'm not using.
Sandstone would be nice.
I think I have some sandstone. I'll have to double check.
Fair enough.
I haven't done a lot of stuff in deserty areas, though. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, before I head off, are you going to be interested in Feed the Beast?
I've got my own little Feed the Beast server, actually.
Ah, nice. Would you want to get in on a KoST Feed the Beast, or is one enough for you?
Well, I was going to offer to people, on the KoST server to come to the to my Feed the Beast, but I didn't want everyone abandoning this server all tiny to think I was stealing, people away. But if he's thinking of starting a Feed the Beast server, then maybe it would be cheaper all round if we just use my one. So I might have a word with him about it.
Feel free to. He's been talking about it for a while, but he was concerned that people would just totally vacate the main server, because I can see myself doing that too, because there's just so much more stuff in Feed the Beast. But it might be fun, though. It'd give me a little kind of a refresher of Minecraft and have a whole new world to explore and everything. So it could be good. All right, cool. Well, I will catch you next time, man. Have fun with Ryan over here, bouncing around on stuff.
Yep.
We'll see you around.
Okay, bye-bye.